Greetings and welcome to the channel. Today I'm at St Mary's in a place called Stoneleigh, which is in Warwickshire, and the reason I'm here is not because the church is in Simon Jenkins' book of 1,000 Great Churches, but because of a man called Lionel who has got a website that reviews lots of churches, and this is among them. And although it didn't get inside Simon Jenkins' book, it's well worth a visit. Plenty of artifacts to see here. So I'm quite excited to be here today. You may notice my discreet microphone that I've got before me here. I have tried some smaller ones and I wasn't very satisfied with them. So I've gone back to an old one, and someone's kindly given me a dead cat. So hopefully it will eliminate any wind noise, or at least reduce it to manageable levels. Anyhow, this is the church before us. Before I go inside the church, I'm going to have my lunch. So that's it there. Right, well, here we go then. The bench you see on the right there is where I have my lunch. And the first place we're going to head to along here will be the North Norman doorway. You might just be able to see in the shadows here. Not quite sure when it was filled in. Apparently it's got its decorative tympanum, I think it's pronounced, still intact. And we should be able to get a good view of that now we're out of the sunlight. That's lovely. And inset in here, I can see some figures. I can't quite make out what they are. Apparently 2 dragons with intertwined necks biting each other's tails. These corner supports are quite nice as well. It's a beautiful day here. Also, I notice it appears inset in here. Those look like Roman tiles that they've reused at some point. And why would you not, really? Also, curiously, there's these triangular markings set into the wall. I'm not quite sure what that's about. Whether that's a later addition or not. Very strange. We should carry on round. More triangles, you see. It must be a modern thing to release moisture from the walls, I think. That's my guess. If anyone knows, then can let me know. Before we head round the church, I've just noticed an angel. To the memory of Humphrey Howe, here lies a faithful friend unto the poor, who dealt large alms out of his Lord's store. Weep not, poor people, thy servant's dead. The Lord himself will give you daily bread. If markets rise, rail not against their rates. The price is still the same as Stoneleigh gates. Having walked all the way around the church, I hadn't realised that you gain access through this door here in the tower. You come into this porch with a stairway to the left, and there's a very old tomb here with some figurine on it. I'm not sure who. And a welcome to St Mary the Virgin Church talks of its history from Saxon pre-1066 through to modern date. The pews are numbered. It's quite a high pulpit. Has its own doorway. I've just noticed from the pulpit a view of the font. Just to the left of the altar, you can go and see an exhibition through these doors. This is the very bright room that you end up in. Just looking around the Stoneleigh History Society details, I noticed a pamphlet to do with Edward Langley Farden. Apparently, he was the creator of the first iron bicycle with suspension and India rubber tyres. It's amazing. I've always liked cycling. I once attempted to do Land's End to John O'Groats. There's a rather beautiful epitaph to Frances Helene Forbes. Most gentle, most unselfish, life's long shadows break in cloudless love. Beautiful. This is nearby Stoneleigh Abbey, which you have to pay to get in, I believe. Apparently it has associations with the book Jane Eyre. Also I noticed the Queen had come to Stoneleigh at one point, I guess to watch horse racing. There's plenty of information here regarding the church and other aspects of this area. Just while I was having a look at this archway, I noticed further down, leading up to the pulpit, are two metal mice. I was in a church the other week where there were wooden mice that were carved in various places, and one on the pulpit, some in the pews, I believe, by a North Yorkshire furnisher who made many of the artefacts there. So I wonder who made these metal mice. Now I'll turn my attention towards the font. Beautiful. Got rather a plain lid on it, but a very old font, I think. Apparently the font is actually Norman. It's an elaborate piece and is reckoned to have come from Maxstoke Priory. It's quite weathered, which indicates it's been left outside for some time. I understand that the figures are often apostles. Behind the font is a rather attractive fabric art. Here I'm walking towards the toilet at the end of the box pews, and then I'm going to give an impromptu performance on the piano. Apologies for the camera angle, it's all I've got.
I'll leave it there.
Well, I'm about to leave the church now, so thank you again for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.